Hey guys, it's TacoClean96 with some Gears of War gameplay here. And this is actually on the new Fenix Rising DLC. This is a map called Academy, I think. And that was my Nasher shotgun execution to start the game. I unlocked that a couple days ago. And so, a lot of new things. The new intro, both of them. I made those recently. And so now I'm gonna get to using them finally, because as you know I don't make that many videos recently as far as gameplay goes. My last one was a promise to make more, but I never did. Nobody called me on it, so I didn't. I thought it was a big deal, but somebody brought the issue up, and so I figured I should probably start before other people realize. So I'm gonna start doing some gameplays, hopefully. And it's a lot. I can probably do that more so than I can do like shorts and such, because you know gameplays is easier. Shorts take about maybe a week to do good, and gameplays take about plus rendering time. So anyway, Gears of War 3 I just got recently. It's like $40 at GameStop right now for some reason. All the Gears of War games are on sale, and just downloaded the Fenix Rising DLC to yesterday, but there were some connection problems, so I didn't get to play it till today, which may or may not be yesterday, depending on when you watch it. But so anyway, here I am. I'm trying to get. I had the Nasher shotgun execution as you saw earlier, but now I'm trying to get the hammer burst execution, which is this rifle thing that I have out. And it's difficult. I have like maybe 20 kills with it, and I need 200 to get the execution. But it'll all be worth it when I bash people's heads in with a rifle. Nice headshot there. A couple of ribbons for that. And so I'm liking Gears of War 3 so far. Excuse me, voice just cut out there for a second. I'm liking Gears of War 3 so far. I didn't really get into any other Gears game, but I started playing this, and it's pretty fun. The idea of a third-person shooter doesn't seem that good, but Gears of War 3 definitely pulls it off well. And so far, my accomplishments have been beating the campaign on Insane, and beating the campaign on Co-op, but not getting the achievement for it. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. If anybody knows, by the way, feel free to post it in the comments, because I've done everything that the achievement requires. Which it's not 4-player co-op, it's just the My Fellow Gears for completing it on co-op with at least one other person, which I did with my friend Cameron, or Killerbone1. And it shows inside the menu, it shows all green check marks next to it. Like, I've completed every act, but it just doesn't want to give me the achievement. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try to get the one for completing it on 4-player co-op, the Happy Few or whatever. And so maybe it'll unlock then. I don't know. If not, it's not really a big deal. I don't think there's any unlockables associated with it. And so I'm all set. And so yeah, Fenix Rising there's no dedicated playlist for it, so it's kind of hard. You kind of have to just be lucky enough to get matched up on a map, and I did. And so, but it came with 4 new players, I think, which I thought was pretty cool. You can play as the Coltrane with his football uniform on, because or his thrashball uniform, because before he was a gear, he was a professional athlete. You can play as, I'm playing as Clayton Carmine right now, but you can play as Clayton Carmine in his full Gears uniform, like he's got his arms off and stuff, but you can get him in just the classic COG gear uniform. And you can play as 2 new locusts that aren't really important. I mean, all locusts look the same really when you think about it. But it's pretty cool. Gears is definitely doing well with DLCs compared to other games that have been released. Call of Duty comes to mind. And so Gears of War 3 has already released 3 DLCs, and it hasn't been out that much longer than Call of Duty, as far as I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it came out in October, I want to say. But anyway, I don't know, I was too busy playing Battlefield at the time. So, it's a pretty good game. It's not that difficult. It seems difficult at first it is, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so hard. But, as you can see, the hammer burst is difficult to get kills with. I'm used to using the Lancer and just spraying everything that moves. But, I'll pull it off. I'll get it someday, even if I have to go to Horde. But anyway, DLCs, they've all been pretty good so far. This is Fenix Rising. Actually, I haven't gotten the Horde expansion pack because Horde's not really my strong suit. I don't play it often. And the only time I've really played it was to unlock certain executions, like for the military, which is really not even good as far as executions go. But the ROM Shadow DLC, which was a campaign add-on, where you fight against Locusts on, or slightly after E-Day, I think. Which, if you don't play Gears of War, you won't have a clue what E-Day is. I mean, I play it. I barely know what it is. But anyway, the Gears story is very complicated. It's a complicated story, but when it doesn't really matter that much. It's not like you'll be lost if you don't understand it. So, I seem to be sticking to this area a lot, but that's because the enemy team is coming through that alleyway, and there's not much I can do. And we only have one respawn left, and I think that kid just used it. Or I just used it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna respawn or not. And no, I'm not gonna spawn. So this is this game mode right here is Team Deathmatch, which on Gears of War, it's not how many points you get, it's you have to wipe out the enemy team. Each team spawns with 15 respawns, and you just wear them down, and then it'll say respawns depleted like it did before, and you'll eventually get down to your last man, and unless he's some sort of superstar, he's bound to just get wiped out. And he's actually wearing the Coltrane armor that I was talking about earlier, which I think is pretty cool. His Cougar's uniform. And so yeah, this is a pretty cool map, I think. I haven't played any of the other Fenix Rising DLC maps, but this one looks like it's okay. And I think that's game over. So remember to comment, rate, subscribe. If you have any insight as to the My Fellow Gears achievement problem that I'm having, you feel free to message me about it, and I'll talk to you guys later. That's the end of the game. And so yeah, more commentaries on the way soon. And just remember, a taco a day keeps the doctors away. If you like that catchphrase, let me know. Alright, I'm out.